Welcome to what I hope is the longest, most comprehensive lip balm video on the internet. I've purchased 54 lip balms for this video, and I'm gonna even be reviewing a bunch that I've tried in previous years that I don't have in front of me. I've organized the whole video by category, so you know, pot, stick, wand, squeezy tube, and then I've ranked them from my favorite to least favorite within those categories. Keep in mind, this is all just totally subjective, personal preference in terms of the ranking, but I've tried to keep the actual description of the products really objective so that you can make the best decision for yourself, especially if you have different preferences than I do. I'm gonna include application shots, product shots, close-up footage so you can see how everything looks on the lips, and for every product, I'll tell you the ingredients, price, texture, and the scent. And just for a little bit of context into my own personal preferences so you can kind of see if you align with me or not, I do prefer a lip balm that's a bit on the thicker side, that's a bit sticky so that it lasts really well, something nice and cushiony, and I either prefer products that are unscented or have some type of a scent that I would want to eat, so like no florals or anything like that. And last thing before we get into the product reviews, at the end of the video I'm going to share all of the different lip balms I've tried in the past and why I didn't repurchase them, and I'll give just a short, quick little review because I did want to compare as many products as possible for you, but I don't have the budget to buy every lip balm in the world. Okay, let's do it! My number one favorite lip balm that comes in a pot or a jar is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Berry. You either love it or you hate it, but you probably tried it. This is $24 and it comes in a ton of different scents. It has a berry mix complex that's rich in antioxidants to help reveal smooth and supple looking lips. It has coconut oil, shea butter, and muro seed butter that helps to nourish and deliver lasting moisture while you sleep. It also has vitamin C that helps protect from external aggressors. To me, this is a true lip mask. It is super thick, really nourishing on my lips. It stays all night, and then I wake up in the morning and I have soft, supple lips, just like it claims. I love that they have vitamin C in here too. You know, what I look for in a lip balm or a lip mask is something that isn't just nourishing, but also has some important skincare ingredients that can help reduce the signs of aging. So I really appreciate that they threw vitamin C in here. This is 20 grams of product, and I find that one pot of this lasts me over a year, possibly because I own so many lip balms, but it does last me a really long time, and really just a little bit goes a long way. I love the berry smell. It doesn't smell too artificial. It's not too strong to me. I think it is just a fantastic product. And John's favorite lip balm is also the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, but his favorite is vanilla. John and I both agree on the second choice for the pot or jar lip balm, which is the Paula's Choice Lip and Body Treatment Balm. This is a great option if you don't want any fragrance or essential oils in your lip balm. This is a great price point at $15 for half an ounce. And the website says it blends well-researched emollients with nourishing, non-fragrant plant oils, resulting in a unique formula that visibly transforms lips with the first application. Unlike other lip balms and similar products, Lip and Body Treatment Balm doesn't feel thick or waxy and omits ingredients like menthol or fragrant oil that can cause problems for lips. It has cholesterol, lanolin, wheat germ oil, castor oil, bisabolol, beeswax, shea butter, and petrolatum. So this is the kind of product that you really need to break the seal on. If you just rub your fingers on that smooth, stiff layer, you get almost no product. So you have to kind of dig your nail in there to break the seal. And then underneath, it's a really beautiful creamy balm. This is our second pick for a lip balm in a jar because the texture it's kind of like a stiffer texture, but it's not waxy. Both John and I actually really appreciated that unlike other lip balms here, it's not super melty. It's almost like it's a thicker kind of lip balm that has this creaminess to it without being like gloopy, oily, or melty. It's a really nice texture, especially because you can use this on like eczema. You could use it on your cuticles because it's totally fragrance free. There's no tint or anything like that. John and I also agree though that the reason this isn't the number one spot is because it is unscented and it smells a little farmy or a little plasticky. Like if you know the scent of lanolin, you can definitely smell the lanolin in there a little bit. It's not as offensive as some other lanolin products I've had that are fragrance free, but I really would have preferred if they had covered this up with a little bit of like a hint of vanilla, just a personal preference thing, of course. But if you're looking for a totally fragrance-free lip balm, I think this is the best that money can buy. I just find the texture so satisfying. It's thick and creamy and occlusive without being heavy or waxy. It's just a totally underrated product. My number 3 pick for favorite lip balm in a pot or a jar is the K-Skin Lip Mask. This is $22 and I got it at Sephora. This was a recommendation from you guys. And it's $22 for 0.7 ounces or 20 grams. Balms. This has hibiscus extract, aloe stem cell, sea moss, synthetic beeswax, shea butter, malic acid, castor oil, sunflower seed oil, and panthenol. So some really great ingredients in this one as well. This has a totally addictive vanilla scent. It's so good. It doesn't smell artificial or too sweet. It's really, really creamy. This is also thick and nourishing and occlusive, a true lip mask versus a lip balm. You know, it's gonna have that slight sticky, tacky factor so that it stays on as you sleep, and that's exactly what I look for in a lip mask. I think you'll like this one if you want a thick lip mask that's still buttery. So John actually didn't love this one because he said it was too greasy, and I think what he means by greasy is that it does have a kind of like oily component to it, and that kind of oily, buttery texture is something that John and I don't love as much. We definitely prefer something that's like a little bit stickier, but if you like something that's a little bit more like greasy feeling, then I think you'll love this. This one's great. It truly makes my lips feel softer after I wear it. The only thing that's kind of annoying is the sticker is uncentered, and for some reason that really bothers my brain, but obviously that's not a big deal. Next is the Make Beauty Lip Reset Overnight Lip Mask in Solar Citron. This is $24. This has tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which is a highly stable oil-soluble version of vitamin C that's known to provide antioxidant protection. It has shea butter that soothes and conditions the lips. It has cupuaçu butter that nourishes and protects skin, and jojoba seed oil, which is naturally rich in fatty acids to help provide barrier protection. It's $24 for 0.47 ounces or 13.4 grams. And this one for me smells so nice. I'm not normally kind of a citrus person, but this citrus is nice. It's like a real juicy kind of summery citrus. This is a lot meltier than the other ones I've shown. The texture is just like very glossy, very kind of gloopy, but a lot of times I like that because it is a little bit stickier than Laneige, so I do find that this lasts longer, which is great. John just doesn't like a really melty product. He likes something more like the Paula's Choice Balm that's a little bit stiffer, or the Laneige. This one's definitely the meltiest out of this category. John actually thought that this one tasted like a middle school girl's lip balm because it's kind of, he said it just kind of smelled and tasted very young to him, and I do get that. It's like a very sweet citrus, but I personally like that. So out of all the options so far, if you like something that's, you know, citrus flavored, that's a little bit meltier and sticky, then I would go for this one. It also comes in a violet flavor, but I don't like floral lip products, so I did pass that one on to a friend without trying it, but I'm sure that the formula is just as good. And to make sure you really understand what I mean by melty, I think you can see how it gets really melty. That's what I mean by that. My next favorite is the Innisfree Lip Sleeping Mask with Canola Honey. This sadly appears to have been discontinued since I started purchasing products for the video, but you can still get it on certain retailers, so I wanted to include it just in case. This is $18 for 0.59 ounces or 17 grams, so great value. And this has canola oil, sunflower seed wax, meadow foam seed oil, and castor oil. So not the kind of thing that's gonna provide antioxidant protection or peptides to really transform the look of your lips, but is something that's gonna just be really nourishing. This is by far my favorite scented lip product that I have ever tried. It is the most amazing, subtle honey scent, and it's almost like there's a little like honey chamomile or like honey lemon. Oh, it's just so comforting to me. My mouth is watering smelling it because I just wanna make myself a cup of like chamomile tea with honey and lemon. It's so good. This is the mask that I reach for. I keep this at my desk all the time, and I apply this when I want something sticky. This is really thick, it's sticky, so it forms a wonderful occlusive layer that lasts a really long time. But because there aren't any antioxidants or peptides or other ingredients that really change the appearance of your skin, I do like to put some kind of like a thinner lip treatment underneath or a lip serum, and then I top it with this to make that kind of lock it in to make it last longer. So hopefully you can still find a retailer to get this because I freaking love this one. Now we're starting to get into the rankings that aren't exactly my favorite products that I do have some cons with. So first, I'm just gonna pop in a picture here of Aquaphor. Aquaphor comes in so many different sizes, so many different components. You can get it in a stick, in a tube or a jar. You can get it in a squeezy tube. You can get it in a huge tub, in a huge squeezy tube. Like, the possibilities are endless. And you can get a tiny little squeezy tube on Ulta as well for around like $5, so it's super affordable. And Aquaphor has mostly petrolatum, glycerin, shea butter, beeswax, and castor oil. Now, I know for a lot of you, Aquaphor is just the best of the best, the gold standard. You know, for me, it's just too slippery and a little too greasy, and I also don't like the smell. It's totally unscented, fragrance-free, essential oil-free. I do like something that kind of masks that like plasticky kind of scent. I'm always down for an unscented lip product, but if it's smells plasticky or kind of like the ingredients, then I tend not to reach for those products. So that's one of the reasons I don't really love Aquaphor. But I also just find Aquaphor to just be a little bit too greasy feeling. That's why I never use Aquaphor for the slugging method. It just feels greasy. It slides right off my lips. So it's just not my favorite texture. But back in the day when I was 16 and I was on Accutane, Aquaphor was what my dermatologist recommended to me. So I would put it like all over my face, all over my lips when I was having like cracking, peeling, bleeding issues, and it really was helpful for that. I just personally really value having a nice experience with lip balms in terms of the scent and the texture, so Aquaphor is not for me, but it is pretty effective. The next one I purchased is the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Acid Lip Balm. It is $22, and unlike the other ones, it doesn't say how much product you get. There's just nothing on the back. This is actually the lip balm that held up this video. For weeks I was trying to figure out my thoughts about this and my experience, and I just could not figure it out. But first I'll share the ingredients. It has hyaluronic acid to boost moisture and give lips a full appearance, Kakadu Plum blend that contains vitamin C, which smooths the look of lip lines and wrinkles, and raspberry extract that hydrates and protects against moisture loss, and it also has synthetic wax and glycerin. This one is very, very thick, and compared to all the other ones, it is the stiffest out of the thick balms. So you touch it and it's just like, it's very thick, very stiff. It's also got some stickiness to it that I really like, so it's long lasting. I would say Laneige is meltier than this, and this is definitely one of the stickier, stiffer balms. It feels really nice, thick and lovely and occlusive, super long lasting. And honestly, I can barely smell anything. A lot of people have said it's a plum scent, but mine is like barely noticeable. But unfortunately, this smells a little bit plasticky to me, and when it's on my lips, all I can taste is like plastic. And so I really don't like the experience of this lip balm because of that. I don't know what ingredient is causing that feeling for me, but unfortunately, I just can't get past it. I also just felt like this didn't really do much for my lips. You know, usually a really thick, sticky, occlusive balm I find totally transforms my lips. This one I think just feels nice, but I don't really notice my lips being any different once I take it off. So for me, this one is a pass. And I'll try to show you what I mean by the texture. So you can see it is kind of stiffer, like it's not as melty. You know, like the Make one you saw was super melty. This one is just kind of like thick and sticky and stiff. Next, we have the Fenty Skin Plush Puddin Intensive Recovery Lip Mask with pomegranate sterols and vitamin E. This has coconut and castor oils that bind and retain moisture to promote fuller, healthier looking lips, pomegranate and jojoba oil complex to visibly firm and plump lips and also boost the appearance of bounce and elasticity, and pomegranate sterols that enhance the lips' moisture barrier and boost hydration. And there's also vitamin E and cherry extract, so a lot of good stuff here. In terms of the texture, I have the same experience with this as I do with the K-Skin Deep Water Nourishing Lip Mask. They both have an incredible vanilla smell that I just find so creamy and delicious, and they're both very thick, very creamy, nourishing kind of lip masks. The K-Skin one is just a little greasier, and this one is just a little bit thicker. It's $22 for half an ounce or 15 grams, and it comes in a jar that you twist up, which is kind of nice because it's hygienic, so you don't have to keep dipping your fingers into a jar. But also I find that every time you twist it, you get too much product. So it has a pro and a con. While I absolutely love the feeling of this lip mask on my lips, I just don't find that it does anything for them. Unlike the K-Skin one, that's a very similar experience. That one makes my lips feel softer. I've heard a lot of people also, like I think Amanda Z said way back in her review that she felt this actually made her lips drier. And while I haven't tested it enough to really have that reaction, because I've been testing so many products, I have noticed that it doesn't really transform my lips. So really nice experience, but not great results. This is the Make Pink Matter Multi-Use Balm. This was actually a mistake. I purchased the Solar Citron lip mask and they accidentally sent me this one. I wasn't planning on reviewing it, so that was a happy accident. This is $24 for 0.47 ounces or 13.4 grams. And this has sunflower seed wax, mango seed butter, and coffee butter. It also can be used on dry patches, cuticles, or on top of cheekbones for a subtle highlight. And the website says this multi-benefit balm envelops the lips with a layer of rich, long-lasting nourishment. Slippy, cushiony, and never sticky, Pink Matter locks in moisture and adds hydration for softer, smoother, and plumper looking lips. So I really like the texture of this one. This reminds me exactly of the By Terry Rose Balm that a lot of people really know and love. I didn't review that for this video because it's been so many years since I tried it, but the quick kind of overview on that product is I love the texture, but I really don't like florals, so I didn't want to buy it again knowing that I don't really love it. But I do love the texture of that balm, and this is incredibly similar. It's just like very thick. It's on the kind of stiffer side, not the meltier side, but there's some creaminess to it. It's cushiony, but it's also creamy, so it's got a little bit more of a slip or a buttery quality to it. Unfortunately for me, this has a vanilla peppermint scent, and the peppermint is strong in this one. And for me, any kind of mint, whether it's peppermint or spearmint or menthol, really just dries the shit out of my lips. So products with mint are a pass for me. I would say if you've ever tried Dior's lip products, it smells exactly like those, like a vanilla mint, but stronger on the mint. I also didn't really notice a change in my lips when I wore this. It's more so just comfortable and felt like it was preventing transepidermal water loss, but didn't really feel like it was truly conditioning my lips or truly hydrating them. But that might have been because of the mint, since mint does dry my lips out, so I'll let you be the judge of that. Next up, we have the Farmacy Lip Smoothie. This is the apple, vitamin C, and peptide lip balm. This is $22 for 10 grams or 0.34 ounces. And the website says, this plumps and smooths peptides, vitamin C, and upcycled apple extract. Plump, smooth, and reduce lip lines instantly and over time. It locks in moisture, soft and restorative. This balm is clinically proven to lock in moisture for 8 hours. It's got a juicy shine, leaves lips pillowy soft, sealed with a glossy finish, and it's rooted in sustainability. This daily peptide lip treatment comes in a recyclable glass jar with an aluminum cap, and it's formulated with moisturizing upcycled apple extract and nourishing upcycled mango seed butter. So first of all, I love the smell of this one. It just reminds me of fall. It's like an apple scent that is, I don't know, like a tart apple. So I really, really enjoy that. Unfortunately for me, this one does nothing for my lips. It looks like it would be like the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and it kind of feels like that when you first apply it, but then it melts, and I find that it just gets really thin and it totally does not last. So the claims of 8 hours of hydration, to me, I don't know where they got that from. This one seems like it would be thick, but it's actually quite on the more lightweight side, a little bit more oily. I do love that it has vitamin C, and I love that it has peptides. So if you prefer a lighter weight lip mask or something that feels a little bit more oily, then this might be a great option for you. But really, it kind of slid around my lip lines. It got in my mouth a bit, which I don't like. And personally, I do think you're better off buying the Laneige lip sleeping mask or any of the others that I've reviewed so far. I'm gonna drop in another picture here of one I don't have with me, but I have tried in the past. It's the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. It's $22 for 8 milliliters or 0.28 ounces. And it has a Maxi Lip Complex, which is scientifically and clinically shown to visibly increase lip volume by 40%. It has shea butter and hyaluronic acid. So for me, I did like the texture of this product. It was on the thicker side. I really enjoyed that. It felt nice and cushiony. Unfortunately, there's menthol in this, and so it gives you that cooling sensation. It gives you that kind of fake plumping appearance. And I say fake because any plumping you get from something that's just caused by irritation is not actually plumping. That really is just doing damage to your lips, at least in my experience. So for me, I would skip the Lawless Forget the Filler masks. I think there are better alternatives. Moving down the line here, we've got the Osmia Natural Lip Repair Overnight Mask. This is $28 for this tiny little lip balm. But despite the size, it's actually comparable to a lot of the others. It is 0.28 ounces or 8 grams. I was so excited about this because I saw that it had lanolin and beeswax. And basically in my lip balm journey, I've just been trying to find a dupe for the original Bite Agave lip mask, and the star ingredients of that lip mask were lanolin and beeswax. This is very, very, very stiff. Like you have to dig your finger in there and scoop it out and then warm it up on your lips to even get any kind of emollients. So for me, this texture is just way too stiff and too dry, but I could definitely get on board with that because it does melt a little bit upon contact with your lip, but I can't get over the smell. It is a strong bergamot. It's like a bergamot essential oil, but it's like woody too. It's like a really earthy bergamot essential oil. And like I said, you know, I just don't like a lot of essential oils. I don't like a lot of like earthy scents or floral scents. So yeah, it's earthy, it's kind of floral. It's just, it's not my vibe. And at $28 for that, I definitely think that there are better ways you can spend your money. But if you like a product that's on the stiffer side, that's gonna be really, really waxy, and you don't mind, you know, earthy kind of bergamot essential oils, then you might like this. Another product I don't have in front of me, but I've tried many times, is the Rosebud Perfume Co. Rosebud Salve. It's only $7, which is great. Comes in a little tin. I like that it's a very flat tin, kind of like the K-Skin lip mask. So if you have nails, you can easily get the lip balm in there. I don't like the lip balms like the Laneige one that are super deep, and so it's hard if you have longer nails. I do prefer more of like a flat pot or jar. Unfortunately for me, the Rosebud Salve is just Vaseline that smells like roses. So again, you know, I don't love Vaseline. To me, Vaseline is just way too greasy feeling. I don't like that. And I also don't like floral scents. So for me, this one was an easy pass. I also did not include Vaseline in this video because I haven't tried Vaseline in decades. I hate the way it smells. I hate the way it tastes. I don't like the way it feels. It's too greasy. So I didn't want to include it, but I do know so many people swear by Vaseline, and I don't want to offend you guys with any of this stuff. It's all just about personal preference. I need a quick little lip topper. I just added lip liner, and previously in the video, by the way, I was wearing the Infinity Lip Glaze and Fruity Cereal, but I just got the Chanel Gloss and Rose Naif, so let's try this one and see how we like the look of this little baby. Brief little interlude here. Nice cool toned pink. Can you tell a difference? What do you think looks better, Fruity Cereal or Rose Naif? They're very similar, but Fruity Cereal is a little lighter and a little more cool toned. Also, can you tell? I'm wearing my pink jumpsuit in honor of Barbie today. Now we are moving on to lip balms in a stick. And I'm gonna start with one that is so criminally underrated, it makes me mad. And it is the Tarte Sugar Rush Lip Balm in Clear. This is $15 for 0.21 ounces or 6.2 grams. This has hazelnut oil that helps to reduce the look of fine lip lines, sunflower oil to help retain moisture, orange peel oil to nourish and protect, and vitamin E to help relieve dry lips. This is, oh, it's so good. It smells like creamsicles, and I have a weird thing with orange smells. Like, you'll find one of the lip balms later on has a creamsicle scent that I don't like, and 2 lip balms that have a creamsicle scent that I do like. I'm very, very picky about scents. It is what it is. This is one of the thickest lip balms I've ever tried in a stick. I found this product from Rudy Berry. She had used this one, she'd used the tinted ones, and I like that it comes also in 2 colors. You can get like a juicy cherry red, you can get a kind of like peachy nude shade, and you can also get some of the minis for $10 on the Ulta website, but the full size is $15, and it's like a nice chubby stick. It's just so incredibly thick and occlusive and nourishing and creamy. It's not sticky, but it's thick, and so it's like my perfect kind of thick, comforting daytime lip balm, and it just makes my lips feel soft and protected. I absolutely love it. I think it's a very underrated product from Tarte. If you've watched my videos for a while, you will be no stranger to this product. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Happikiss Lipstick Balm in Crystal Happikiss, which is their almost clear shade. Even though this is a lipstick balm, this is one of the best lip treatments I have ever found, and I can't read the writing because the print is so small, but it is very expensive at $35, but obviously it's Charlotte Tilbury, so it's gonna be up there. It has hyaluronic acid to hydrate and nourish the lips for plumper looking lips. It has C-peptide that reduces the appearance of vertical lip lines. Rich emollients increase color payoff and provide a glossy finish. This has a really wonderful sweet smell, and it's just like sugar. Like if you've ever tried the Bite Agave lip mask, it's similar to that in that it just smells sweet, but it doesn't smell like anything. It's not like a baked good. It's just like sweet. And I really, really, really like that. But it's not like cheap sweet or artificial sweet. It just smells a little sugary. I really like it. I love that this has ingredients that actually help improve the appearance of your lips, but also this is just one of the thicker, more nourishing lip products I've ever tried. And I love that. It's the kind of product that really like smooths over the lip lines and adds this glass-like shine so that your lips do look a little bit, you know, plumper or fuller or just more youthful, however you want to say it. You know, it totally softens those lip lines when you wear it. And Crystal Happikiss is almost clear, so I'll wear this at night. I keep this in my handbag at all times. I am never without this. This is, I think, my second tube, and I'm almost done with this one. I love it. It is just like super thick, super comfortable, super nourishing, long lasting. The only, I guess, kind of con I'm sure some people would have besides the price is that this packaging is like super thin, kind of dinky, cheap plastic, which is not something that you expect or want from Charlotte Tilbury. If you're gonna buy a luxury product, you want luxury packaging. And that's something that really annoys me about this product, considering it's $35. Also, if you twist it up, you can't twist it back down, so be sure not to over twist. But aside from that, it comes in a bunch of different colors. My favorite is Pillow Talk. That's like my most worn lip product ever. And Crystal Happikiss is just the one that I use purely for the benefits of a lip balm. My next favorite lip balm in a stick is the M Cosmetics Lip Cushion in Clear Quartz. And this is $24 for 1.6 grams or 0.05 ounces. So you are not getting a lot of product in here, but you are still paying around $24. So so the value is not great on this one. This has hyaluronic acid, it has vitamin E, it has jojoba oil, and it's one of my favorite lip balms in a stick because it's just super, super comfortable to apply. It's thick, it's nourishing, it's also a little bit melty. If you've tried the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Balms, they have almost an identical formula. They're just like thick and nourishing and really lovely. What's great about the Cosmetics ones is it's a wonderful fragrance-free option for those of you who don't want any fragrance or essential oils, and this comes in a big range of beautiful, beautiful shades, my favorite being Magic Hour, Angel, and Venetian Rose. Compared to the other two lip balms I've mentioned in this category, this one's a little bit thinner, but I do still kind of qualify it as being a thicker, more cushiony lip balm. Just a really nice daytime option. You know, one I was expecting to hate, but I actually really like is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Cupuaçu Lip Butter. This is $18 for 0.21 ounces or 6.2 grams, and it comes in a big chubby stick. This has cupuaçu butter that locks in moisture with fatty acids, phytosterols, and polyphenols. It has acai, which is an antioxidant powerhouse packed into one superfruit to help keep skin looking and feeling young, and coconut oil that melts easily onto the skin to soften, condition, and moisturize. It also has beeswax, which I do really, really like in lip balms. Now this one is actually quite thin, so when you touch it, it just feels like a thin, but still not like super slippery lip balm. Even though it is lighter weight, it's not something that like slides all around my lip lines. It's just not something that lasts very long, which is why I prefer a thicker, stickier product. So it's really, really nice if you don't mind reapplying constantly because it's on the thinner side, and it has that Brazilian Kiss scent that I'm sure a lot of you really know and love. The way I would describe it is as a very nutty vanilla, like some kind of like nutty baked morning muffin. I don't know, that's what it smells like to me. It's like buttery and nutty and sweet and vanilla. It's really nice, but just a heads up, it is the strongest scent out of everything so far. So if you don't like something super fragranced, I'd skip this one. But I do really like the scent, and you know, sometimes I want to switch it up, and sometimes I like a lighter weight lip balm, and I do keep this at my desk, and I find myself reaching for it often. So there are thinner lip balms that I do still really enjoy. Another lip balm I really enjoy is the Innisfree Canola Honey Lip Balm. Not to be confused with the Innisfree Soft Lip Balm with Canola Honey. Two different products. I don't like this one as much. I'll talk about it later. This is $8.50 for 0.12 ounces or 3.5 grams, and it contains something called Jeju canola honey extract and canola seed oil, mango seed butter that moisturizes and enhances elasticity of the lips. It has a delicious honey fragrance, and the canola honey line is rich in flavonoids and protein for skin so firm and elastic it shines. Jeju canola honey is rich in nutrients to bring amazing changes to your skin. This is a little bit stiffer than the Sol de Janeiro Lip Butter, but it's still quite thin. It's not thicker like the Tarte or the Charlotte Tilbury or even the Cosmetics. I love the scent of this, just like in their lip sleeping mask that I think was discontinued. This one has an even more subtle scent. It's got that kind of like slightly chamomile lemon, but mostly honey smell. I'm just totally hooked on that kind of smell. So if you have any suggestions for other lip balms that have a honey scent, please let me know. You know, I do find that this is moisturizing. It feels nice on the lips. It really doesn't provide any kind of glossy shine. It just feels comfortable and prevents dryness, but I don't really find that it makes my lips truly feel softer. Unlike the other ones that I've mentioned previously in this category, they definitely do make my lips feel a lot softer, and they feel, you know, more moisturized and more hydrated. This one is just kind of like a nice lip balm that prevents dryness, but I like it so much because of the scent. It's just a really nice experience for me. And for me, for $8.50, it's worth it to have a lip balm like this where I just really love the experience of smelling that and putting it on my lips. But I would reach for the Innisfree Lip Sleeping Mask in that like sticky, wonderful formula over this any day. One that I've really enjoyed, but I didn't want to repurchase just because now I have so many lip balms, and this one wasn't my favorite, is the Oleo e Osso Clear Balm. It has shea nut oil, olive oil, beeswax, and essential oils, and a very strong grapefruit scent from a bunch of different essential oils. It's $28, and what I liked about it was it actually reminded me a lot of the Tarte Lip Slip Vegan Lip Balm that was my #1 pick for this category, in that the Oleo e Osso lip balm is on the thicker side, but it's not as thick as the Tarte, but it's a nice thicker lip balm. It's not too stiff or waxy, but it's not too thin or lightweight or slippery. It's just that I found this weird aversion to the grapefruit smell. Sometimes I would smell it and I would be like, this is the only thing I ever want to smell. And then the next day I would smell it and I would be like, I can't possibly smell this ever again. I had this weird aversion to it, so I didn't want to purchase it again. But if you're looking for a very simple lip balm with very simple ingredients, then this might be a nice option for you. What's nice is it does come in a range of colors, so you can use them on your cheeks and your lips. For me, I don't like balm products on my cheeks because I find that translucent balms just like really pick up foundation and concealer. They look really glossy on the face, and as someone who gets oily throughout the day, I want to stay clear of formulas like that, but they are really pretty. Behind that, we have the Lano Coconutter Lano Stick, and they used Australian measurements. The label on mine is really scraped up at the bottom, so I can't see what the value is, but this is $16.95 where I bought it, and it contains lanolin, beeswax, coconut oil, shea butter, jojoba oil, and avocado oil. This one's nice, but I don't think it's anything to write home about. It's neither thick nor thin, doesn't provide a glossy finish really. It feels nice, smells slightly coconutty, but you can also smell the lanolin, so it's a little like farmy as well. Doesn't really change the condition of my lips, more so just prevents dryness. So for me, I just think there are better ways to spend your money, but it is nice. Back to Innisfree, we have the Soft Lip Balm with Canola Honey Intensive Moisture Lip Balm versus the one I already talked about, the Canola Honey Lip Balm that has the yellow component to it. This one has a white component. So if you're on the websites trying to figure out which one's which, this one also has a white or a clear formula, whereas the one that smells like honey has a yellow kind of tube. This is $8.60. It's totally fragrance free, and the website says designed to care for and protect dry, chapped lips with nourishing emollients such as rare jeju, canola honey, and oil, jojoba, and sweet almond oils for optimal moisture. It absorbs well, leaving the lips feeling soft and hydrated with a subtle, healthy shine. Scent free. Like I said before, this does seem to have the same formula as the honey scented one, I think. Maybe just a couple extra ingredients here. So it's a little bit thicker, a little bit stiffer than like the Sol de Janeiro lip balm or like the Drunk Elephant lippy balm I'm going to talk about next. But I don't like this one because it has a little bit of like a plasticky scent, and I don't really like that. So I do prefer the one with the yellow tube. Moving right along, we have the Drunk Elephant lippy balm. This is $18. It has avocado oil, which is an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins A, D, and E that provide intense moisture and softens rough, chapped skin. It has mango oil that intensely moisturizes and helps maintain skin's healthy barrier function. Tripeptide 1 that hydrates and visibly plumps up the lips to give better visible definition to the lip line. This to me feels exactly like the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss lip butter, but it's totally fragrance free, and it just smells like kind of farmy. Like it just smells gross. It's subtle, but I just really don't like that kind of like lanolin farm smell, although I don't think they have lanolin in here. This feels exactly like the Sol de Janeiro lip butter, but it smells kind of weird, like a little farmy, you know what I mean? Like as if there's lanolin in here, but I'm pretty sure Drunk Elephant's a vegan brand, so there wouldn't be any lanolin. But I just honestly prefer the scent of the Sol de Janeiro balm better. And also the first ingredient in this is coconut oil, and I always find that products with a heavy amount of coconut oil just don't really do anything for my lip. I always find that coconut oil really just like sits on top of the lips and doesn't actually do anything. It's one of my least favorite ingredients in skincare. So while it feels like the Sol de Janeiro balm, this one doesn't perform as well. I don't find that my lips feel super soft after. It's also just like very thin, and yeah, I just don't love it. I think that there are better options. But if you want a thin lip balm that has some really good ingredients and is totally fragrance free, then I could see quite a few people enjoying this. Moving along, we have the Farmacy Honey Butter Beeswax Lip Balm. This is $12, which is surprising. It's a pretty good price for 0.12 ounces or 3.4 grams. I was so excited for this because it said honey beeswax balm. I love beeswax and I love honey, but there's no honey smell. It smells like lemon essential oil and flowers. So I'm bummed. I feel like that's misleading. You can't call it a honey balm and not have it smell like honey, right? Like, come on. The website says this is a lip balm that helps to moisturize, condition, and prep lips with honey, beeswax, and kupuasu butter. This feels similar to me as like the Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm, the Sol de Janeiro balm. It's just another like very kind of thin, just kind of not really memorable formula. It's lightweight, it fades quickly, it has kind of like a weird lemon floral scent that I really don't like. For $12, you know, okay, but yeah, just not something that I find does anything for me, and I don't like the experience of it, so that's a bummer. Another one I'm gonna recall from memory and put a picture here is the KosasSport Lip Fuel in the clear shade. They also have some tinted ones. I actually really liked this when it came out. I loved the formula. It has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E to attract water and lock lock-in plumping hydration, konjac root that creates a gel-like network to protect lips from the environment, and wild mint. Peppermint oil provides a mild, stimulating scent. That's the problem for me. I loved that the KosasSport Lip Fuels had a thicker kind of formula, not quite as thick as the Tarte Lip Slip one that's my favorite, but what was nice about it is it had kind of like a matte finish, and I think that made sense because they were marketing it as a unisex product, but the mint was so strong. It just dried my lips out like crazy. So for me, that's why it's at the bottom of the list. And I can't remember if I said it, but it's $18. Okay, now we're into moving products that make me angry. I spent my money on them. This is the Perricone MD Cold Plasma Lip Therapy. It's $29 and it is 4.2 grams or 0.15 ounces. It comes in this nice kind of metal, smooth metal packaging, and you have to unscrew it to open it and then twist it up. This contains a proprietary liquid crystal delivery system for faster and deeper penetration of key ingredients into the skin's surface. It's packed with powerful ingredients like peptides and omega fatty acids to target and dramatically improve vertical lip lines, loss of volume, lipstick feathering, loss of natural lip color, and dry, rough texture. This one makes me so mad because it's $29. It's one of the most, if not the most expensive one here so far, and it's super thin, quite slippery, and it also dried my lips and stung them a little bit. So yeah, for me, I just really don't like this one. It does have a nice scent. It's kind of like the slightest, most barely there vanilla you could ever have. So if you don't like fragrance, you probably will barely even notice that. But honestly, just save your money. There's so many better options out there. Quick little lip topper, because we got a lot of talking going on today. I picked up this one from your recommendation and I'm so sorry I don't like it, but it's the Hurrah Moon Lip Balm. What's great about it is it's only $5, which is awesome. The website says, extra thick, creamy, and rich. This balm has serious staying power. The vanilla and Peru balsam scent will lull you to sleep. Azuline-packed blue chamomile soothes your lips for some true beauty Z's. Rosehip seed oil, meadow foam seed oil, argan kernel oil. I don't find that this does anything. It is kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't describe it as thick actually. It says it's extra thick and creamy and rich. They clearly haven't tried a lot of lip balms if they think that this is thick and rich. It just feels like any of the other balms, like the Sol de Janeiro Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm, maybe like a hair thicker, so maybe more like the Lano Cocoa Nutter. I think that this comes in other scents and flavors, and I can see myself enjoying this if I had a different scent. Ooh, the scent, yeah, it's the scent. It's like this earthy, floral, almost dirt smelling scent that's combined with like vanilla. Yeah, I have to stop smelling it. It's very strong and very off-putting, so I don't love it. But if there are other scents, I could see myself enjoying it. It's just that I have so many other lip balms I prefer. And now they are mowing the lawn, so I will be right back. In last place in this category, I have the EOS lip balms, which I sure as shit did not buy for this video because I used them like a decade ago and they made my lips so dry. I hated them. I didn't like the ball shape that they come in. They are very affordable at only $3.79, but my God, it's worth it to splurge on something better. Don't even waste your money. Okay, now we are moving on to the squeezy tube category. And for me, nothing in any category ever beats the original Bite Agave lip mask. And you bet your bottom dollar, I still have several of them stocked up. She's looking pretty beat at this point, but nothing is better than this. I'm not gonna go into detail because this has been discontinued and the brand no longer exists, but this was the best lip mask I've ever tried for a variety of reasons. The first is that it's like the thickest or one of the most thick and sticky I've ever tried, so it was incredibly long lasting. I also love the scent. You know, it's really difficult to have a product with lanolin and cover up the kind of like farmy sheep smell because lanolin comes from sheep's wool, and they were able to do that with this somehow. Like, not a single product from the line Lano for me perfectly masks the smell of lanolin, but Bite did something great with this, with that agave scent, because it just smells ever so slightly sweet. For me, the 2-star ingredients were lanolin and beeswax. That's why I always look for products that contain those ingredients. I don't even remember how much it was. It's just, nothing ever beats this. If I ever launch my own beauty brand, it's gonna be to try to dupe this product. I really hope that someone is able to come up with a perfect dupe for this. There are products that are close, but they just aren't the same. And yes, I do know that the founder of Bite went on to start a company called Lixr, L-I-X-R, and they do have products that contain lanolin and beeswax, but it's all like a range of tinted products, or the lip balms that they did have all had floral essential oils in them, and so unfortunately I just knew that I wasn't gonna like that, or they only had scents like coffee. I don't know, it just wasn't something that really aligned with me. But if they ever come out with a lip balm that has like a regular kind of vanilla or sweet smell, I'll be the first one to buy it. A close second to the Bite Agave lip mask that is very different but still phenomenal is the Revision Skincare Youthfull Lip Replenisher. This is the most most expensive yet at $40 for 0.33 ounces or 9.4 grams. And it has a lot of great ingredients. It has a Youthfull complex with a bunch of peptides that I can't pronounce that help replenish the appearance of youthful looking lips. It has hyaluronic acid to provide hydration for the lips and can provide a plumping effect while smoothing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It has antioxidant defense with green tea and THD ascorbate, a scientifically advanced and highly stabilized form of vitamin C and vitamin E, a powerful trio of antioxidants that work synergistically to help defend against damaging environmental stressors. It also has a calming and replenishing blend of shea butter, sunflower seed oil, jojoba esters, a lot of other stuff that I can't pronounce here, but sounds good to me. And it helps replenish and retain moisture while soothing the lips, and it helps enhance the appearance of lip volume. Out of every single lip balm in this video, this is by far the stickiest that I've tried. It is just like glue, not glue, that sounds really unappealing. It is just like, it coats your lips and it forms a seal. It's so sticky, it's almost like a second layer of skin. I really love that. This is the kind of lip mask you apply it and the next morning it is still on your lips. Like you can rub your lips together and it's still there. It's one of the only ones that really truly does not fade from the lips when you're sleeping. It's remarkable. What I like is that it's also super glossy, so it can act like a clear lip gloss, which is often how I use it. But John also really loves this, and he said he just loves the texture. He loves how thick it is. He loves how sticky it is. And he also agreed with me that the original Bite Agave lip mask was the best lip balm. So John and I tend to have the same preferences. The only thing we don't love is it has a very, very strong mint scent. And it is like burns your nose kind of strong. Like it's a strong ass peppermint. Luckily it's not menthol. Menthol really dries my lips out. Peppermint oil, it kind of depends. Like some peppermint lip balms dry my lips out, some don't. This one doesn't. For some reason, it's a strong peppermint, but I don't find that this one ever dries my lips out. And I do find that after about 5 minutes, I can no longer smell or feel the peppermint. And so that does eventually fade. I just love this one because it's so thick, so long lasting, so glossy, really provides that kind of glass-like shine and smooths over the lip lines. And it has so many ingredients that really act as a lip treatment. I just think that this is like the stellar, all around, fantastic 10 out of 10 product. The only way I would improve it is if it didn't have peppermint and if instead it had a little bit of like a vanilla or a sweet scent, but honestly, beggars can't be choosers. I really love it. In third place in this category, I have the Naturium Fitglow Lip Balm in Clear at just $10 for 0.34 ounces or 10 milliliters. The website says our intensely nourishing lip balm is formulated with phyto-derived esters, shea butter, cupuaçu butter, and plant squalane to moisturize and cushion lips, leaving them feeling silky, soft, and smooth. Adds a glowy finish in a clear or tinted option with a sheer wash of color. I remember a while back hearing that the founder Susan Yara really loved the original Bite Agave lip mask. My theory is that she used that to inspire the Fitglow lip balm because it's very similar. It's like almost identical in texture. It's thick, it's a little sticky. In fact, this used to come with a metal component, like a metal applicator. People were having such a hard time squeezing out the product, they changed to a plastic applicator. And it smells almost exactly like the Bite Agave lip mask. It just has that like sugar smell or that agave smell. I find this nourishing. It totally softens and conditions my lips. It's occlusive. And it's another one of those formulas that just smooths over the lip lines, provides this glass-like shine, and it makes your lips look younger and a little bit more full. It's a really phenomenal product, especially at this price. And I find myself reaching for the tinted shades way more than any other lip gloss in my collection because of that glass-like shine. It provides a very similar finish to like the Lawless Forget the Filler glosses, but instead in a much more affordable product with better ingredients, in my opinion. So this one is fantastic. Another A+ in this category. Another surprising affordable win is the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lip Balm. This one's in the pink tube, and when you look on the website, it looks like a purple swatch, like it's gonna be super dark purple and shimmery, but for some reason, it's just a tiny sheer little hint of color and it almost is clear. It's $10 for 15 milliliters or half an ounce, and it has sunflower oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E, vegan squalane, and vegan collagen. I love this because it smells like cupcakes. I'm a simple person, I'm easy to please, and it does have a beautiful shine. It looks like a gloss and it has like a very sheer pink tint. It's thick and it's cushiony. It makes my lips feel softer and conditioned. It's just a wonderful product. I would actually probably put these tied side by side. They're equally fantastic. The only thing I don't really love about this one is up close, I think you can see the hole is really large. So when you squeeze out product, you just get like too much product. Oops, I did squeeze out too much product. So try not to over squeeze this one, otherwise you'll end up with a mess, but this is just so fantastic. I don't hear enough people talking about this. You can get it at Ulta, it's only $10. Honestly, I just just love it. Let me know if you've tried the others in this line. There's one with like a blue tube, an orange tube, but yeah, let me know if those are the same experiences because then I'll pick up more. This is just fantastic. A lip balm I found when I was just browsing Ulta, and I've never heard anyone talk about this, is the Dionys Goat Butter Lip Mask. This is $15 for 0.52 ounces or 15 grams. It has jojoba, raspberry, and moringa oils, and that's kind of all it says. Just looking at the ingredients list, it also has shea butter, canuba wax, soybean oil, glycerin, olive oil, goat milk, red raspberry seed oil. Yeah, so just a bunch of different like butters and oils, it seems. This one is so nice because it smells like vanilla ice cream. It's so nice. So good. This one is a great lip mask for the daytime for me because it's thick and it's nourishing, but unlike the others that are kind of sticky, this is really buttery. So if you like something more lightweight, something that has a little bit of that slip to it, this is a beautiful option. And you know, sometimes I do prefer that. Sometimes I want to reach for something that has a little bit more of that buttery quality. It kind of just depends on the day. It's just a nice middle of the road balm, not too thin, not too thick, not too sticky, not too slippery. It's so lovely and it makes my lips feel really soft. So this is a highly underrated product. A new one that I love is the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm in vanilla frosting. It's $4 for 0.21 ounces or 6 grams of product, although it does look very small. This has hyaluronic acid, shea butter, and goji berry. It smells amazing. Honestly, it's thick and nourishing. It's buttery. These two are like interchangeable in my opinion. I do prefer the Dionys Goat Butter Lip Mask a little bit, but they're practically the same thing. They're both like not super thick, but also not lightweight. And they're really buttery, so they're like beautiful daytime lip products. And this one has a very strong vanilla frosting scent. So I do prefer, I think, the Dionys scent over this one, but it still smells great. It's just that you have to like really like a vanilla frosting scent if you're gonna pick this up. For me, the only con is this one is fine, but I accidentally purchased 2 of these, and the second one that I got, the little hole in the middle has like a plastic part sticking out and it scratches my lips. So just wanted to call that out in case anyone else experienced it, but this one doesn't have that problem. Yeah, it's just nice and buttery and beautiful. It's a great daytime option and it's super affordable. Another lip balm I really like is the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. It's $22 for 12 milliliters or 0.4 ounces. This has lip-specific peptides that make the lips look more defined and fuller, kokum and mango seed butter that soothe, nourish, and condition lips, and cloudberry oil that provides intense moisture and visibly softens lips. It also has lactic acid, a lot of different like orange peel oils, orange fruit extracts, linoleic acid, sunflower oil, and a whole bunch of ingredients I definitely can't pronounce. The texture of this is exactly like the Dionys Goat Butter Lip Mask. It's just like not thick, not thin, somewhere in the middle, and it's nice and buttery. So a great lightweight daytime lip treatment. I love that this has ingredients that soften the appearance of lips over time. So I do love applying this one, knowing that I'm not just getting like an occlusive layer, but I'm also kind of helping my skin in the process. The only reason I didn't put this higher, like alongside the Dionys Goat Butter Lip Mask, is like I have a thing with creamsicle scents. Anything orange or citrus, I either love it or hate it on any given day. For example, like I find that the creamsicle scent of the Tarte Vegan Lip Slip Balm in the stick, I love, but this creamsicle scent, it's strong and it's kind of artificial. So I just find myself not totally reaching for this that often because of that. But I know a lot of people really love that smell. So I think this is a really nice option if you're down for a creamsicle scent, for something that has a lot of really great ingredients for the skin of your lips. Next, I'll have my editor pop in a picture of the Rhode Beauty Peptide Lip Treatment, and it is $16. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not sure what the value is, but it has shea butter that hydrates and moisturizes with 5 essential fatty acids, including vitamins E, D, A, and allantoin. It has peptides to visibly plump and reduce the look of fine lines, kupuasu butter to help maintain skin's elasticity, and babasu, rich natural source of lauric acid to support the microbiome and replenish overall skin moisture. I'll leave my Rhode Beauty video linked above. I loved this lip treatment and I would have put it way higher on this list if unfortunately it hadn't turned grainy a few months after I started using them. Rhode Beauty sent me 3 when they first launched, and I know that they got a lot of feedback that the lip treatments were getting really grainy over time, so I had to throw all of mine out. It was just like, you know, I don't know what it is. I guess like an issue with the stabilization of the waxes and the butters. videos. I'm not sure yet if they fixed that issue. If they did, please let me know so I can buy them again, because what I loved about it is that it was like a really thick lip treatment. It had a great amount of grip to it. It was super shiny, so I loved using it as a lip gloss. And the unscented version had no scent. It's not like some of the others we've had here that are unscented and smelled kind of farmy or a little plasticky. It truly had no scent. And that's when I can get on board with unscented lip products. And lastly, what it did that I loved is it just smoothed over the lip lines like some of the other formulas I've mentioned. It really looks flattering on the lips and makes them appear to be a little bit younger. So let me know if you think they fixed the grainy issue, because it is a really, really good formula. Another one I have tried in the past and loved, but just didn't repurchase because of a creamsicle scent, is the Image Skincare Ormetic Lip Balm. It's $26 and I got mine on Dermstore, which tends to have different coupons and sales. And it's a lip enhancement complex that is an ultra hydrating polypeptide formula that instantly replenishes and hydrates the lips to make them look naturally full. Infused with a replenishing formula of avocado oil and vitamin E, it works to soothe dry lips. The polypeptide complex helps lips appear naturally firm and full. To me, it's kind of like all the other ones I've mentioned here that are like not thin, not thick, a little bit buttery. This one more so is on the more buttery, slippery side. So I do just prefer other products. That's why I didn't repurchase it. But it has great ingredients that help improve the actual skin of your lips. And it's one of those formulas like I've been talking about that really smooths over lip lines for that gloss-like shine and a more youthful appearance. It really does do that. For me though, something about that creamsicle scent I just didn't love. So I don't know, maybe my brain's broken, but just a heads up on that. But it is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula for a daytime option. It's just on the more buttery side, so it doesn't last. So I would never wear it at night. The next lip balm is interesting because it's like the thinnest, most slippery lip balm I've ever tried, and yet I weirdly like it. It's the Then I Met You Honeydew Lip Mask. It's $22 for 15 milliliters or a half an ounce. And the website says this nourishing Then I Met You lip mask contains a blend of hydrators like juicy antioxidant-rich honeydew, naturally moisturizing squalane, and honey. Honeydew melon is the hero ingredient, a sweet and juicy fruit that's rich in vitamins A and C, which help ward off free radical damage while replenishing the sensitive, delicate skin on your lips. Plant-based squalane and antioxidant-rich avocado oil deliver moisture, while honey, a natural humectant and antibacterial, protects the delicate skin barrier on the lips. What makes the honeydew lip mask particularly noteworthy is the inclusion of lactic acid, an extremely hydrating chemical exfoliant. It also boosts the ability to safely dissolve and remove dead skin cells to give lips a smooth, polished finish. This one's a really interesting experience for me. I'm just looking at my notes here. It feels like a serum. It's so thin, it's almost jelly-like a lip serum. So I think lip mask is a very misleading name. I really think if they had named this lip serum, it would have made more sense to me. And I do use this when my lips are kind of dehydrated, but I just have to put in an occlusive layer on top so I can really lock that in. Otherwise, it's so lightweight, it sinks into my lips and then I feel like it's evaporated and doing nothing. So I use this more like a hydrating treatment and then pop on an occlusive balm on top. And even though it's quite slippery, I still weirdly like this one for some reason. I don't smell anything, but I saw the reviews online and some people say it smells like melon, but I don't get that. And I didn't even squeeze it and look what happened. So you can see I didn't even squeeze it and it just ran right out. It's like pure liquid. So definitely not something I would consider a mask, but I do like that it has this nice kind of rubbery applicator and it does really make my lips feel soft afterwards. Can you believe we're not even close to being done? Like I feel like I've been talking for hours. Now we're going into the lip balms that I'm not keeping. All of those so far in this category I'm absolutely keeping, and now for the ones I am not. This is the Nude Sticks Hydra-Peptide Lip Butter. It's $18 for 10 milliliters or 0.34 ounces. It has ripe avocado and shea butters that melt to instantly soften the lip texture and lock in moisture for all day hydration. It has peptides, and they say to use twice daily to increase hyaluronic acid by 101% to lock in juicy moisture by over 50+%. To me, this isn't thick nor thin, but it has the strongest mint experience I have ever tried in my life. Whew. It like burns my eyes. It's a chocolate peppermint smell. So it smells exactly like Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies, and I do like that smell, but the peppermint is so much stronger than the chocolate. And truly, this makes me feel like I rubbed ice on my lips. It's the strongest cooling sensation I have ever tried. And honestly though, it sucks because I really like that it has a bunch of peptides. I think the formula is nice and buttery. It's not too thin, but that mint really just made it so that like I can only keep this on for 10 seconds before it is just too tingly and cooling and like burning my lips lips and I have to take it off, so that's a bummer. One I'm so sad I didn't love because so many of my closest friends swear by this is the Mara Sea Silk Lip Balm. It's $26 for 15 milliliters or half an ounce, and it has an algae, plumping complex, hydrating seed butters, and vegan waxes. This is really, really nice and thick. I had a friend who really loved the original Bite Agave lip mask, and now this is her favorite. So if you don't mind a kind of florally, earthy, essential oil smell, then you might really like this. To me, this is my worst nightmare of a scent for a lip product. It tastes and smells like dirt, lavender, and citrus essential oil to me. It's like extremely bitter, and it's got this like vegetal quality to it. I don't know if it's the algae in it, but it is just like pretty much the worst smell and taste I could ever have. Short of like, I don't know, like a poop flavored lip balm. And looking at the ingredients, it has orange peel, rosemary leaf, watermelon, grapefruit, moringa, limonene, linalool, bitter orange oils, brown and red algae. It's just like way too earthy and herbal and floral for me. However, if you can get past that and you don't mind smells like that, this is really, really good. It is thick, it's nourishing, but it's like buttery and silky, so it feels really beautiful on the lips. It totally softens them. But for me, I hate the taste and the scent so much that I can't even keep it on long enough to really understand if it's providing results for me. Also, I really don't like caps like this, which is something I struggled with the original Bite Agave lip mask. I just find that with these squeezy tubes that don't have an applicator that goes on the lips, these tiny little caps are just like so easy to lose, but you can see how thick it is. I'm squeezing really hard and you can see it holds its shape. So it's a very thick lip balm and it's super nice. I'm definitely gonna pass this to a friend because it is very effective and I think some people will like it. Next, we have a new product from Neutrogena. This is their lip sleeping mask, and it is $10.89 for 0.35 ounces or 10 grams. This has basically just like petrolatum and a few like waxes and things, but it's extremely basic. This is neither thick nor thin. It's hydrating, it's comfortable, but to me, it smells like plastic. It's not very occlusive. It's just a nice kind of hydrating lip balm that's fragrance free. But again, I just really don't like unscented products that smell like plastic, so I just never reach for this. I'm genuinely worried about sharing this next one because so many people are huge fans of the Jack Black brand, but this is the Night Mode Lip Treatment. I purchased this because I saw it has Manuka honey, and I really like honey in lip products. This is $12 for 7 grams or a quarter of an ounce. It has an encapsulated form of hyaluronic acid and tripeptide 1 to help improve hydration and the appearance of lips. It has Manuka honey and chamomile butter to help soothe the lips and the senses. This smells like plastic and a farm. It's like that horrible farmy lanolin smell, but also with plastic. It honestly just kind of like felt like Aquaphor to me, although it's really hard to squeeze out, but then once you squeeze it out, it's kind of on the thinner side. So just feels like Aquaphor. I don't love the experience. Another product I'm so mad I spent my money on is the Rose Inc Lip Treatment Hydrating Balm with Squalane. It's $22 for 15 milliliters or a half an ounce. It has plant epidermal growth factor that visibly improves elasticity and wrinkles, rosehip fruit extract that intensely moisturizes and adds visible bounce to the lips, and squalane, a plant-derived moisturizing agent that weightlessly hydrates. What I like about this is it does have a slight vanilla scent, which is nice, but it's barely there, and right now it's smelling like citrus to me. When did that happen? That's so weird. I don't know what's going on. No, it's still a little vanilla-y. Okay. I like that it has a kind of clear, rubbery applicator, but this is gritty, and you kind of have to like rub your lips together over and over and over again to get those hardened waxes and butters to melt. So I really, really don't like that they weren't able to figure out how to make this formula stable. I don't think I should have to rub my lips together to make something not grainy. But once that graininess subsides and it melts, I also really don't like this. It is incredibly slippery. It's another product that is like so thin, it just is basically a liquid. So I think a serum would have been a better name for this. And it also has an oily feeling on the lips. And to me, any feeling of oil, I feel like just like evaporates or kind of fades away and really just leaves my lips feeling a little bit drier. So I don't love this one. Next up is a product that I've used in the past few years, but I just didn't want to repurchase. It is the Kinship Super Melt Vegan Lip Jelly Mask. It's $20 for 10 milliliters or 0.3 ounces. And it says, this unique formula warms up with your natural body heat and allows it to melt into the lips, transforming from a balm to an ultra moisturizing oil, made with ingredients that help restore lips and protect from dehydration and cracking. Enjoy the luscious scent of tropical vanilla, creamsicle, and a a subtle shine finish. So this one's very similar to the Then I Met You Honeydew lip mask, but this one for me did absolutely nothing. I also don't remember a tropical vanilla creamsicle scent at all. I remember it smelled just like weird and earthy to me. And I remember it just being so thin and so slippery and just like oily feeling that it got outside my lip lines and it felt like it was doing nothing. So for me, that one would be a pass. Next up, I have the Give Beauty Double Dip-In 2-in-1 Lip Color Remover and Hydrating Mask. It is $24 for 0.65 ounces or 20 milliliters. It has papaya enzymes that gently exfoliate to smooth and soften the lips, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant and moisturizer known for skin healing properties, sodium hyaluronate that floods lips with long-lasting hydration. This has a nice subtle sweet smell, but unfortunately this comes out like a thick lip balm. I'll show you. Like, it's super thick, and then you apply it on your lips and it just like melts into a super thin kind of like almost oil. It just slides right off my lips. It feels like it's doing absolutely nothing, but I didn't try it to remove lip color. I would imagine it would probably work as a cleansing balm because it's an oil and it would probably help to break, you know, your lip color down. So I kind of see what they were doing with that. But yeah, this just does not feel like I'm doing anything at all for my lips. Okay, this next one made me so angry. I hated it so much. This is the Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Peptide Lip Balm. It has prickly pear oil that protects the skin's moisture barrier, smoothing and soothing antioxidant. It has rosemary leaf extract, an anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial, and has jojoba seed oil, moisturizing without a greasy texture. This is another product that is just like a serum, not a balm. It's almost pure liquid. It's like a serum lip oil hybrid. This is probably the thinnest, runniest, most oily product out of every single one here. It was so runny, it just kept getting into my mouth and sliding around my lip lines and disappearing within a few minutes of not even like talking or eating or drinking. And it also tastes like rubber. So for me, this is like a hell no. Another product you guys recommended to me, and I'm so sorry I don't like it, but it is the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm in black tea and blackberry. It's $10 for 7 grams or 1/4 of an ounce, and it's just too thin and slippery for me, just like Aquaphor. Like, to me, it just feels exactly like Aquaphor. But the reason I don't like this one is it's SPF 25, and so many of you commented, you were like, don't worry, you can't taste the sunscreen. Let me tell you, you have not met a nose like mine or taste buds like mine, because if something's in there that I don't like, I will smell it. The blackberry and black tea scent is nice, but yeah, it just tastes like chemical sunscreen to me, and I really, really don't like that experience. In last place in this category is a mind-bogglingly expensive product that also tastes like shit. It is the You Beauty The Plasma Lip Compound. This is $68. $68 for 1/2 ounce or 15 milliliters. Now, I get it. This has really incredible ingredients for the lips to hydrate, to transform the appearance of lips over time. And if you go to the website, you can get a 15% off code. And it looks like right now, as I'm filming this, it's actually on sale for $58 instead of $68. They say that this is a transformative treatment that visibly plumps, contours, and enhances lips with a 3D cushion effect from the inside out. They say that it's powered by dual siren capsule technology. The new volume siren and Hydra siren interact where needed to optimize normal skin renewal and increase hydration, while select natural extracts, peptides, and moisture barrier strengthening ceramides visibly replenish lips, providing a filler-like result and improved pillow effect. Yeah, so it has a patented bio-inspired skin conditioner, peptides, ceramides, AHA, PHA, and salicylic acid, shea butter and beeswax, short and dehydrated long-chain hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate spheres, and special mineral pigments for a rosier look. This does have a nice glossy effect. It does kind of smooth over the lip lines, and I do really enjoy that metal applicator that's nice and cooling on the lips. It's unscented to the nose, like there's just nothing. Smells just almost a little plasticky, but that's it. This has an incredibly strong floral perfume taste in my mouth. Not a scent, it's a taste. So I have one skincare friend, Vanessa of Goals to Get Glowing. She DM'd me and said that she agreed this had like a strong floral perfume taste, but my other friend, Dev, said that she didn't notice any scent or taste whatsoever. So if you're sensitive to things, I would probably skip this, but if you generally don't have an issue with scents and you want a very transformative lip serum treatment, then this might be a great option for you, especially now that there's discount codes and it seems to be on sale. I also think that they just launched a line of tinted versions of this as well, but for me, this is thin, it's slippery, slippery. It slides all around my mouth. It gets in my mouth and it has this floral perfume taste. So I just really don't like it. And I'm angry that I spent $68 plus shipping. We are in our final category before I go into a quick list of products I didn't buy and why. This is the wand category. So first, I'm gonna pop in a picture here of the Fitglow Lip Serum, the night version, which is $48, so it's very expensive. But this is one of the most transformative lip products I have ever tried in my entire life. I have gone through at least 10 tubes of this stuff, and you can always get 20% off Fitglow with my code KAIT20, spelled KAIT20. And on top of that, Fitglow has a mini that you can buy of the night lip serum for just $12, and so that's a great option if you want to try before you buy. The website says it softens, hydrates, and transforms lips at night with proven plant extracts and vitamins. Our unique plant ceramides formula restores lip moisture barrier while protecting from water loss. Organic pomegranate plant sterols, beet extract, and vegan collagen improve lip cell structure, increase lip volume, and fight signs of aging. I totally feel that when I'm wearing the Fitglow lip serums. They also have the colored versions, like the tinted versions that have something like 30 shades. They come in a huge variety of colors and finishes. The reason I have stopped talking about them though is they have a vanilla in their lip serum that has for years just had a very predictable kind of earthy vanilla smell. But recently their vanilla they've been using has changed because of the climate. And so it's kind of smelling a little bit floral, although the founder says it's actually citrus, but it just smells floral to the nose. Kind of in the same way that wine tastes different according to the climate that year. That's the way the founder described it to me. And I just really don't like the taste of anything floral. So unfortunately I haven't been able to reach for the Fitglow lip serums, the new ones, but all of my old ones still smell exactly the same. They last for years. Like I have lip serums that are 4 years old, and even though they're well past their expiration date, they have not changed at all. So I still use them. Truly, it is the best lip serum. It's one of the best, most transformative lip products. I absolutely love it. I just want them to find a way to go back to the earthy vanilla scent that I loved. Another one in a wand is the Make Serum Balms. This is a mini that I got when I ordered the Solar Citron lip mask. This is just a mini, but the full size is $26. These are formulated with a natural lip volumizing ingredient derived from biomolecules extracted from pomegranate flowers along with liquefied jojoba wax. This lip conditioning treatment adds luxurious, long-lasting shine and cushion. To me, this is like a nice, cushiony, hydrating gel. It's very similar to the Fitglow lip serums in the way it feels, but instead, these are very, very slippery. Versus the Fitglow lip serums have this like grip to them that don't slide around the lips. These are just way too slippery for me. So if you tried the Fitglow lip serums, you just didn't like that they were grippy, you would probably really love these because they're very buttery and a lot more slippery. I just find that when you have something that's that slippery, it like slides right off the lips and then it fades and you have to keep reapplying, and I would just prefer something that stays longer. But as a makeup item, it's really nice because it comes in a range of sheer tints and then a range of super pigmented serum balms. And it does have a very nice kind of sweet smell. Weird. Mine doesn't have that smell. Mine smells like paint. That can't be good. Oh well. Well, they normally have a little bit of a sweet smell, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. I have reviewed the next product on my channel before, but I returned it because I didn't like it. So I'll put in a picture here. It's the Bobbi Brown Extra Plump Hydrating Lip Serum. It's $35 and it's pricey. And it does absolutely nothing for my lips. It smells like that kind of citrusy crayon kind of smell that Bobbi Brown's known for. So I didn't love that. It honestly just added like a really nice glossy finish, and it was kind of comfortable, but it was a little bit more on the thin, slippery side. I just found that it faded really quickly from my lips. It just didn't really do anything for me, and I certainly don't think that it's worth $35. And lastly, a product I've tried before but didn't purchase because I didn't like it is the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. It's $26, and I remember the texture was amazing. It was like a beautiful liquid lip balm. It was buttery, but it was also thick, which I really liked. But it came in colors I didn't really like. It's just like a very pastel orange, pastel yellow, or like a chocolate shade, or a super, super, super light pink. The issue that I had with it though was it was menthol plus whatever scents they had. So it would be like watermelon plus menthol, orange plus menthol, chocolate plus menthol. It was just like the grossest experience for me. But I know a lot of people really love that product. Like Amanda Z swears by that treatment. I just find that menthol really dries my lips out, and so I couldn't use it. Okay, now let's move on to the products I purposely didn't buy because I didn't think I was gonna like them. The Auric like ceramide lip treatment that that comes in the pot with the jade scooper. A lot of people said that that has this amazing, like thick, cushiony feeling to it, but I swear like 20 people told me that it made their lips super dry, so I really didn't want to spend my money on that. Also, I have never tried the Glossier Balm.coms. I really wanted to try the original formula because people told me it was great, but now I have just heard nothing but horrible reviews about the new Glossier Balm.com. People said it's just like really thin, dries the lips out. People are upset. I didn't want to buy the Biossance Vegan Rose Lip Balm because I don't like floral scents. I didn't want to buy the Sephora Vegan Hydrating Lip Balm because that has peppermint. I also didn't want the Kopari Tri-Peptide Lip Cloud because that has menthol and it has bad reviews. I also did not buy the Belief Aqua Lip Balm because it has pretty negative reviews online. And also the Nuxe Reb de Miel. I had that years ago, but it was similar to the Osmia one that I reviewed in that it was very, very stiff and waxy, and I just didn't like the experience of it. It was kind of like a matte balm. I did like that it was kind of honey based, which was great, but you know, not kind of my thing. And then I also at Sephora one time did try the Summer Fridays lip balms. I do not get the hype. They are so thin and oily and slippery. They do absolutely nothing for me. They emphasize my vertical lip lines. They slide around my mouth. It's just not my vibe. Let me just show you all the other lip balms that you guys suggested to me. So these are all the other lip balms that I considered purchasing. But this was a whole list that only had like one vote, and so I tried to only purchase lip balms that had multiple requests for a review for this video. Also because I'm not made of money and this was really, really expensive. That's it for this video. I hope you appreciated all the time and work and money that went into this. I hope you found this helpful. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if I didn't like some of the lip balms you recommended, I'm so sorry. It is not a personal attack. We all just have different preferences, and I hope you were able to find a lip balm in this video that you liked. If you do, come back to the video and drop in the comment section that you found a lip balm that you liked, and you can let everybody know how you feel about it. And if there are other lip balms you think I'd really like, drop them in the comments too, because you know I'm always gonna try new lip balms. It's just my favorite thing to test. It is 3:45 and I haven't eaten yet today because this has taken me 4 hours to film, so I'm gonna go do that. And I hope you liked this. Wherever you are, hope you're having a great day, and I appreciate each and every one of you.